took a few years, but Josh Heupel got a measure of revenge as he led his Tennessee Volunteers, our Tennessee Volunteers, into Norman, Oklahoma, come away with a huge W. And Bob, he did it with defense.
Sure did, man. Their leading rusher, Tim, had 12 yards on 8 carries. I'll take that pretty much in a game, I believe.
Well, I mean, for the game, I mean, for the season, leading rusher for the season, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Because I think one of the quarterbacks had, maybe
right.
22 yards.
I mean, he's their top running back. How about that?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, Barnes kid. Um, that's pretty stout.
That's stout. That's winning. That's a winning number. Right
It
there.
is, and we put pressure on the quarterback, not getting a lot of sacks, but we're altering their offense.
We're playing on their line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Josh Heupel, the day he walked in here, started emphasizing defense. So many offensive coaches try to get everybody on offense because they want to keep their high-flying numbers, and they don't succeed. Many times they don't succeed. Heupel did it the right way. He's built the defense since day one, and it is the story of this team.
Sure is. Can you imagine, Tim? The whole butterfly effect had Bob Stoops not brought his brother back, and if he hadn't brought his brother back,
Venables very likely would have stayed at Oklahoma, not went to Clemson.
and Heupel would have probably stayed.
Mm-hmm.
And he might be the head coach at Oklahoma right now with Venables as his defensive coordinator.
It's very possible. So we might not have ever had the Clemson ACC dynasty.
Very possible.
And we could have a monster in Oklahoma had those two guys stayed and led that team.
Yeah, sure.
So thank you, Bob. Stoops, that is.
Yeah. No matter how that other stuff happened, the main thing is Heupel's here now, and we're pushing to be that juggernaut that you spoke of.
Well, I mean, mention it again. It's a Josh Heupel offense, the team that takes all the headlines. But we talked about it before the year began. We thought that the story of this team would most likely be defense. And it's bearing that out 4 weeks into the season so far. I'm not saying the offense hasn't played well. It's put up some gigantic numbers.
Right.
Defense is the story of this team. Well, so much, Bob, that, we're 5 minutes in a video and we've not talked about Nico.
Right. And our offense, as long as we can get our tackles back, that's important. I mean, Nico had 2 fumbles tonight. Both of them was partially responsible to one backup tackle and one responsible for the other backup tackle, I do believe.
Yeah.
So we need to get Lance Hurd back and John Campbell back. We do have an open date coming up.
Yes, that's big.
Yeah, with Arkansas coming in after that. We need to get those guys healthy because I tell you what, it was, I mean, I'm pumped about winning this game. On the road against Oklahoma, very good defense.
It's huge win.
I mean, it is a huge win. I mean, we talked about it preseason. We talked about it for months before leading up to this. You have a good team on the road, their first game in the SEC, Heupel return, how the fans are going to be loud, and
Oh, they were waiting on this.
Yeah, they had this game circled, and I'm sure they've done some prep work, in the
absolutely
during the off season for this game, because they wanted to win this about as bad as Heupel did, I bet. But to say all that, I was a little bit disappointed though the fact that Sampson only averaged 3.8 yards a carry against a team that played a light box wellness, a decent amount of the night.
Yeah, I will say this though, that they moved some schemes around, and there's a lot of times they shifted over into 6-man boxes and stuff. But we really didn't run the ball very effectively against either. Now, like I said, we still finished with 150 yards rushing, 151 yards, and but Nico did some of that with his legs.
Right.
Bishop coming off the bench looked good mostly.
And I will say that they had a 5-man box against us, but a lot of times that nickel or safety at corner, as soon as the ball was snapped, he'd come in the box. So, I think they just trying to create a mismatch, trying to confuse Nico.
Yeah, and which I mean that's had to be the game plan, but didn't confuse him enough because he found Brew going down deep. He found
Yeah.
Thornton coming down deep. We made some big plays in there, and Nico tore off a couple of runs. Was it our best offensive performance? No.
No.
Was it good enough? Damn straight it was.
And I think as long as we're healthy get those tackles back, um, I think the offense improves. I mean, the defense, I don't see a huge improvements there, but it's dang good right now.
Yeah.
But Nico, I do believe Nico will slowly get better as this year goes on.
Oh, absolutely. He's maturing game by game. Um, and like I say, you know what? I believe the defensive backfield's matured game by game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying we're facing a juggernaut yet on the offensive side. Not saying that at all. But I'm seeing some DBs back there making plays that I've not seen under in 3 or 4 years or longer for that matter. McCoy, everybody sees that. This kid's a stud. But I saw a lot of Christian Harrison last night I liked, and others. They are looking good.
The thing I think I saw on defense, especially in secondary, that I like probably about as much as anything is the fact that they was playing tight coverage at the beginning of the play. And that tells you Banks has confidence in them.
He has confidence. Yeah, there was times DBs were as close to me and you were at the line of scrimmage.
That's good. That's good. I hate that whole you got 3rd and 8.
And we're going to line up 11 yards off the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, hey, all they got to do is run out and turn around, and they've got it. And I hate that philosophy.
It's looking better on that side.
Yeah.
So now we're like you said, Bob, as Nico matures and offensive tackles hopefully get healthy again, this offense is going to be another Heupel offense.
Right.
And this defense is going to give them the ball a lot.
Right.
Wake up, Bob. I know it's been a long night.
Yeah.
But we ain't over yet.
That's right. Yeah, keep yawning over here. I'm sorry. Anything else about the game, Tim? Did you think of right off the top of your head?
Well, I want to shout out to Brew because, we saw an Oklahoma guy have an injury that looked so much like Brew's.
It did.
Yeah, Adobe kid. And, I hope he can come back just like Brew has because Brew worked his tail off.
Mm-hmm.
And Brew had a couple of 3 plays tonight that, I mean, just got to be happy for the work, the hard work this kid did to put in to come back. And he's a leader on this team, and I hope it pays off for him.
Yeah.
But,
I agree. You had the very nice catch on the fingertips. You had the run where he was breaking tackles, juking. I mean, Brew McCoy had a heck of a game. 4 catches, 92 yards. Them some 4 nice catches.
every one of them big. Every one of them big. But we're going to keep it short tonight because we've got some others moving into open date and then Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll get talk about some of that at a later date.
Yeah.
So tonight we're going to turn into bed, y'all.
Okay.
But the rest of you guys probably ain't seeing this in the morning. So, but dude, 4-0, 4-0,
4-0. That's right.
That's right.
4-0, top 5, 6 in the country, wherever they're going to have us at. So yeah, I'm happy.
I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
Feeling good. Go Big Orange, guys.
Go Vols.